Man, my car is so beat now. Poor thing. This car we call Dee Dee because it's our DoorDash delivery driver, dumpster, dude, I don't know. I just like the thing. What up, world? It's BK here. And today I'm with Dee Dee, my 2007 Toyota Yaris. We're currently in Winnemucca at the 4th Street Laundromat and car wash service. We built this car into an RV so we could travel around the country and live out of it. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the car, kind of show you what we did in order to build a platform to sleep out of, and some of the unique features of the car. If you're new around here, you might be wondering what these signatures are. Those are our subscribers. So if you want your name on the car, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and we'll add it to the Yaris. So you can't have an RV without a bed, right? We've already done a lot with it. We've traveled across the whole country. We have DoorDashed in different, like basically 15 or 20 different cities. I'd say the most important feature of a car you're living in, or a van life car or an RV, is gonna be the bed. So let me show you what we did to build a platform in this car in order to live out of it. So this here is a mattress cot thing. I bought it on Amazon for $100. It's listed as a Japanese style futon. Now we've already been living out of this car for about 8 months? Yeah, 8 months. And this is really nice. It's about 4 inches thick, and I like sleeping on harder things. So if you're more used to, if that's not for you, you like a more softer style of sleeping, then you might not like this, but it is pretty comfortable. This extends out like that much, but we typically end up curling it like this because the door kind of backs it up, and then we sleep on this side. So it's enough room for me. The thing is, like, depending on the type of car you have and, you know, the size of person you are and things like that, is gonna greatly affect what you want to do when building your own car life RV thing. And for me, I'm 5'8", and I do have sort of wide shoulders for my height, but you know, like I said, like sleeping on the hard surface. So the platform we built, which I'll show you in a second, is great for like my personal sleeping style and things like that. Also, you know, I considered originally cutting out like an 8-inch foam, memory foam mattress thing, and like cutting that up and setting it in there. But what I like about this is it can be folded up and moved around. So it's not that I'm always stuck with having a bed there. I can use it as a platform, or if I need to store other things on it, because we do also DoorDash in this car, and sometimes I get large loads. So as you can see, it does fold up pretty nicely. It takes up about half of its space. This fits perfectly in between this section here, like that. So Dee Dee is sectioned out into a few different areas, you know. So like we have our bed platform, which we took out all of the seats but the driver's seat. So this car is equipped with the hatch version of this car is equipped with a passenger seat and a bench seat normally. We decided to remove the bench seat and remove the passenger seat, and we built sort of a platform structure. This here is the bed platform, and we used plywood and 2x4s. So we use the 2x4s to back up against the seating platform, so they kind of stand up like this, and then we have another set of 2x4s here as reinforcement, and then we put the plywood on top. And then, as well as the plywood, we have this hardwood flooring. So you can see here, this hardwood flooring makes it look nice and creates a secondary layer. And then we use some yoga mat material to give us that extra little bit of comfort. This here is a mouse pad. I use it to have like an anti-grip surface. Sometimes I put my cell phone underneath here. And when I also have a monitor and a computer set up. So sometimes I'll put a monitor here, and then this is like my workstation. I don't have that stuff equipped on the car right now. One of the benefits of this sort of platform style where you use the 2x4s to back it is it creates these cubbies. So, you know, like I have a cubby here that has my jack stand, and it also has my pantry, and then you have other, like you have 2 more sections you can utilize. So coming further down the platform, we also have this section here. So this section here is, this is actually on a hinge because the fuel pump is actually right underneath there. So this also gives you a lot of space where you can put a whole bunch of stuff down here if you wanted to. You know, because you have about a 4-inch gap. So I just extended this out, and then I put a 2x4 this way to create a step up platform. So yeah, this gives me enough room to sort of chill out and put my back up against this wall. Or if I laid the futon all the way out, I could use the futon and you know, sit crisscross applesauce. I guess you would call this the entertainment area. So I put a CRT here because I'm a old school gamer, and in one of these bags is a Sega. So I hook up my Sega, and you know, we play Sega games. This hasn't had any real issues with moving around, except for just now because I decided to move it. But it was pretty solid before that. You can also stack things on top of this and other things like that. It's I personally really like having the CRT. I don't use it as much as I'd like, but it is what it is. I got this utility backing thing, which I think is pretty useful. You know, I keep some tools in here, a flashlight for behind my head. I actually grab this and use it at night when I dash. And this is my sleeping mask, as well as some other supplies. The paint pen that we put our subscribers' names on the car on. This here is a dual battery isolator. It's hooked up to our battery, and I'll show you that, our secondary battery, and I'll show you that. That's our electrical system. It powers the CRT as well as our other electrical components. So again, this is just a 2x4 with another 2x4 laying across it, and then that connects to these 2 feet here, and that sort of stabilizes the whole thing. Then this part is connected to the step up, which is also on a hinge where we store all of our tools. I just wanted to show you this. It's my Sega. 1st gen model, that's right, with the high definition sound card. Oh yeah. This is Rocket Knight Adventure, a game we got from a game store in Utah, BitJump, but we haven't been able to play it. Soon, we're gonna play it. Stay tuned, check out the CRT plays on that sometime in the future.
No one cares about your Sega, BK. They just want to see the car.
Okay, so this platform, like I said, is connected to a 2x4 here. This is our battery box. We'll talk about that in a second. So this lifts up, and this is all of our tools. So we keep a spare tire in here. You already saw the full-size jack we keep underneath the bed platform, and yeah, we have a jack, extra brakes, basically every tool you would need, a socket set, breaker bars, torque wrench. We work on our own car. It's one of the things we do around here. And then I have these 2 toolboxes. They carry a full set of wrenches, screwdrivers, and other things like that. I also have this kind of box cut out, which has a stapler, which is super useful when you DoorDash, and my electrical supplies. So, you know, electrical cutters and other things like that. Cleaning toothbrush. The cool thing I like about this is it creates 2 pocket cutouts, so you can put things like coolant, water. Usually I have a glass water jug that sits there, and yeah, so this is just supported on the hinges with plywood, and then I created these little feet here, and the feet sort of prop everything up and separate the area. This is our battery box, so it's sort of, you know, janky. It's not like super legit, but it works well. We have it in a battery here, with a 750 watt inverter. That inverter is capable of powering my CRT as well as my laptop. And normally I have a TV in the car, but it's set up in my temporary station in Vegas right now. And yeah, so this is a pretty cool setup. I like this inverter a lot. Like I said, it powers so the one thing you do have to notice, or you do notice, is that we have a vent here. This vents out below the cabin, and you can kind of see it sticking out there. So that is connected to this power switch, and you can just kind of like, if I set it on, I could turn on the TV. Yeah, but you don't care about that anyways. We also have an additional power supply. This is our friend Mark gave us this. This is a 250 watt inverter with a 60,000 milliamp battery that's hooked up to this 40 watt solar panel. And then we got our slow bro who keeps him nice, and he's our adventuring buddy. His job is to secure the panel in place. But yeah, this also is connected to this fan, which is really cool. I like this thing a lot. Yeah, so this also has a cool light on it. What we did is we removed the stereo, and it kind of slots perfectly in there, and the solar panel charges it and stuff like that. A few other things we did is we gutted the door panel. So you can see here, we took the door panel off because this is a really good storage area. You know, I use this for most of my cleaning supplies. We got sanitizer and you know, cleaning stuff. This is a smell good. And you can see here, like I said, we cut out these door panels because this gives us lots of extra storage. Right now we have some water and then oil and a vacuum cleaner. DD has evolved quite a bit over this last year. Unfortunately, we recently just got hit by so the front of the car is a bit smashed in, and we're working with our insurance to figure out what's actually going to go on with that. But I really like this car. The 2007 Toyota Yaris has a 1NZ engine in it. The 1NZ is the same engine they use in the Toyota Prius as well as the XB and other cars like that. So far has been an extremely reliable engine. We change the oil every 5,000 miles. And yeah, I haven't had too many issues with it as far as the mechanical stuff goes. We did upgrade the suspension, and we replaced all of the control arms. We upgraded the rotors with drilled and slotted. We replaced the drum sleeves as well as the drum pads. So we did a full overhaul on this car before we took it out on the road, and I like the suspension. We also lowered it, with a Street Z 10-in suspension, and yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this car. Some nice wheels. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you enjoyed this overview of DD, our 2007 Toyota Yaris, car life, van life, RV, mobile studio thing. If you want to see more videos on how we built this out, you can check out this playlist here. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.